Alright, this is another video for 2HT and 2VT about chapter 7. Please watch my other video also, that's about exercise 36, before you watch this one. Here we have x to the power of 3 minus 2x squared minus 8x, and we need to factorize that. So first you can divide everything by x. So I'm going to write down an x here, and then in brackets I'm going to write down x squared minus 2x minus 8. Because this is what you get if you put the x in front of the brackets. If you work this out, x times x squared is x to the power of 3. X times minus 2x is minus 2x squared. And x times 8 is 8x. So you see that it's the same thing. Then we take a look at this, and we wonder, can we factorize that further? We see three different things. That means you have to use the product sum method. So you have to find two numbers. If you multiply it, you get minus 8. And when you add it, you get minus 2. Well, if you found these numbers, then you know it's x minus 4 and x plus 2. Because when you do minus 4 times 2, you get minus 8. And if you do minus 4 plus 2, you get minus 2. So this is how you factorize 37a. Moving on to 37b, you will see 5x to the power of 3 minus 10x squared minus 15x. So first we're going to put something in front of the brackets. And the thing you can put in front of the brackets here is x, but also 5, because everything can be divided by 5. Then, if you divide this by 5x, you have x squared left. If you divide this by 5x, you have minus 2x left. And if you divide this by 5x, you have minus 3 left. And then again, you want to find some numbers that if you multiply them, you get minus 3, and when you add them, you get minus 2. So if you found them, then you know it should be x minus 3 and x plus 1. Because if you do 1 times minus 3, you get minus 3. And if you do 1 plus minus 3, you get minus 2. So this is how to factorize 37b. Moving on to 37c, here we see x to the power of 4, x to the power of 3 and x squared. So you can divide everything by not only x, you can divide it by x squared. Because there are at least two x's here, and at least two x's there, and also there. What you have left is, here you have x squared, because if you multiply that, you get x to the power of 4. And here you just have x. And here you have 1, because x squared times 1 is x squared. And now you're wondering, can you factorize this? Can you find two numbers? If you multiply them, you get minus 1, and when you add them, you get also minus 1. Well, this is not possible. We're not going to use broken numbers, so we're not going to use numbers like 1/3 and things like that. So this is just it. We can't do anything with it. Moving on to the last one, we have D. Here you see x squared minus 64x. So first we're going to put something in front of the brackets, and that's x, because x squared and 64x can both be divided by x. And then here you have x squared minus 64. So here you cannot use the product sum method, because for the product sum method you need three different things. Now here you have to use something else. If you move over to the book for a moment, you can see here the difference of two squares. That's what we have now, because now we have x squared minus another number. See that? We have x squared minus 64. So we have to use what we just saw. So you get x plus 8 and x minus 8. So this is how to factorize 37d. Thank you very much for watching.